And we are back in the kitchen with Aaron Eckberg. He's the owner of Go Pound Salt, and he's making some great summertime dishes with his new bacon line. We love it. And what are you making for us in this segment?
We are making pasta alla carbonara.
Okay, but I want to go back for just a minute. I got a text message in between the break.
The happinesses.
And it said, I need some of those jalapenos in my life.
We bring the sizzle and spicy here.
Yes, you do. And they are delicious. I was chomping on them in the break, and they are yummy. Okay, so tell us about your spaghetti.
So our spaghetti alla carbonara is a very traditional Italian dish. Typically you would use guanciale, which is pork jowl that has been cured for approximately 6 weeks, and it is not smoked, so a little bit of herb and spice in it. Well, instead of guanciale, which can be very difficult to get here in the valley, even though we do make it occasionally,
Sure.
we decided to use our black truffle bacon.
And tell us what makes your bacon different, because these are some pretty exotic flavors.
Yes, the flavors are very exotic, but first and foremost, we just went back to a traditional foundation for bacon, where we actually use the same methods that they used to use when they were driving cross country with the wagon. We would actually find slabs of bacon hanging from the buckboard.
Really?
So in this case, we use a curing method that does not inject water or brine into the bacon, but rather the salt and the sugar actually draws moisture out of the bacon.
Interesting.
It does that for about 10 to 12 days while the whole process is happening, and then what you wind up with when you bring the product to market is a bacon that has a lot less moisture in it, and because of that, the smaller amount of moisture means you're going to get a lot less shrinkage and a lot more product for your money. So it's a much more quality product, and it produces just
a better flavor.
Delicious bacon.
Well, you were going to town over here as you're talking. You're the master of that, of cooking and talking at the same time. You just did a clove in there.
A clove of garlic and about a half a cup of onion, and we're going to let all that cook for just a minute.
Okay.
And while this is continuing to cook, we're going to pull the pasta out, and we're going to let it drain for just a moment while we get ready.
What kind of pasta do you use?
Into the pan. Typically you would use spaghetti.
Okay.
In this case, we're going to do a farfalle, because we're doing something that's a little bit lighter and more summertime.
Be careful.
No, we're okay.
You're making me nervous.
We're okay.
I know you've got it all under control.
So because we're doing a carbonara and we're doing more of a summertime themed carbonara, we decided to do a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a riff. We have these sun-dried tomatoes that we've actually collaborated with Ryba Farms on. We brought some of their eggs with us today for the carbonara as well. But these sun-dried tomatoes have actually been salted and cured prior to drying with a sriracha salt and a ghost pepper chili salt. And so we're just going to cut these, chiffonade these into little ribbons. We're going to throw these into the bacon and into the onion.
What great
and
flavor
let everything
that's
get
going
happy.
to give.
Give those a whirl.
Oh,
They're actually very, very good. We were really pleased with the end result.
Delicious.
Not something that you would typically throw into a carbonara, but there's also some sun-dried onion in there as well, which goes along with the onion that we're already using. So we're going to allow all of that to warm and to cook together for just a minute while we dress our pea shoots and work our eggs into place.
My goodness, there is so much happening right now. I'm just in awe of you.
Starting
I'm just
to smell
standing,
good too,
yes,
right?
It smells
Starting
good.
to smell
well,
really
this
good.
is amazing. Where can you find this?
You can actually find those at the Gilbert Farmers Market on Saturday mornings at the Ryba Farms booth.
But I like how it has the onion in it. And
Yes,
I'm
it
not
has
used
the
to
little
seeing
bit of sun-dried
like
onion. It's
That's
very good.
delicious. Okay.
So we're going to use just a little bit of this to toss into and finish with the dish when we put everything into the bowl.
Okay. So much happening right now.
So typically a carbonara is, think of it as like bacon and eggs with pasta, which who doesn't like that in the morning?
Right,
So
we have about 30 seconds, so
you
I
don't
know
want
you
to
have
cut it all too quickly, but we're going to throw the pasta in. The pan is not too hot, so then we take the eggs that we have and we actually quickly whisk those. The deal with the eggs is you don't want to fry them, you just want them to set. So we quickly whisk those, whip those. We've turned the heat off on the pan. We pour that into the pan, and then we will toss everything together until those gently set like a nice
So no
omelet.
sauce or anything, just...
It's bacon and eggs, and the eggs are the sauce, and it's rich and creamy. And to finish it, when we toss the eggs in with everything, we put about a half a cup of either a really good Pecorino Romano, like a Locatelli, which you can get here locally, or a Grana Padano, which is just a premium
What a
Parmesan
delicious
cheese.
one skillet meal. That's one of the largest skillets I've ever seen. It's huge, but it looks
It's
perfect.
a go-to. So as you can see, the eggs
Well, we're
are
going to
setting.
plate this up and we're going to sample this. It looks amazing, Terry. I'm telling you, the poppers right into this.
I am
I know your
salivating
mouth
as
is,
we
I know
speak.
it's like in awe.